In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use the n8n wait node. This powerful tool is essential when you want to introduce a pause in your workflow, whether for a set duration or until a certain condition is fulfilled. By doing so, you can effectively manage time delays, schedule operations, and ensure conditional workflow progression. Let's dive right in. First things first, to add the wait node, begin by navigating to the node panel on your n8n workflow canvas. You'll see an array of node options, but the one we're interested in today is the wait node. Simply drag and drop this onto the canvas exactly where you need to incorporate a delay or pause in your workflow. This step allows you to effectively manage the pacing of your operations. Once you've placed the wait node, it's time to configure the resume condition. Click on the wait node to open its configuration panel. Here, you have a few options for how you'd like the workflow to continue. Each of these options offers flexibility based on your specific needs. The first option is after time interval. This is useful if you want the workflow to pause for a designated amount of time. You can specify the duration using the amount and then select the appropriate unit, such as seconds, minutes, hours, or even days. This function grants you control over the timing of your workflow's progression. The second option is at specified time. This choice is ideal if you want to pause the workflow until a particular date and time. Use the max date and time picker to set this precisely. It's worth considering any relevant time zones to ensure your workflow resumes exactly when needed. Webhook call is another powerful feature. By choosing this option, you can pause the workflow until an external webhook call is received. n8n will automatically supply you with a unique webhook URL. You can use this URL to externally trigger the workflow's continuation when a specific event occurs. Lastly, there's the form submission option. This setting is perfect for workflows that need to wait for a form to be submitted. It typically involves integrating with a form submission node or a service that activates a webhook upon submission. This method is excellent for processes that depend on user inputs or data collection. After configuring the wait node, the final step is to connect it to the subsequent nodes in your workflow. It's crucial to remember that none of the nodes following the wait node will execute until the specified condition is met. This ensures that your workflow progresses as intended. By following these steps, you can effectively utilize the n8n wait node, enhancing your ability to manage workflow timing and conditions. Thanks for watching, and I hope this tutorial helps you make the most of your n8n workflows. Happy automating!